Coming up on Oregon News Update, we will highlight a new dog law in town, water safety, the upcoming Nitro Circus event, a local fire, and Caitlyn Jenner protesters. All that and more coming up on Oregon News Update. Thanks for tuning in to our last Oregon News Update of the year. I'm your host, Riley Collin. Let's get started. The Eugene City Council just passed a new dog law. As of Tuesday night, the council decided to implement new rules for dogs in the downtown area. The new law states that any dog without a license or rabies vaccine will be dismissed immediately. This controversial debate was passed 8-0 in court. Unlike the rest of the city of Eugene, other cities are given a 5-day grace period to get their dogs licensed, but not any longer in downtown. The Witzel Mill in Saginaw has been destroyed. This Sunday a fire started. It is still unknown how the fire was started and the story is currently still being investigated and hopes to be cleared out by the end of this week. South Eugene Fire and Rescue is not only working on investigating this matter, but still working to put out this long-burning fire. Chief Wooten reported that the fire is so hot it burned to the building's foundation. The mill is now $15 million in damage, but plans to be rebuilt. No one was injured by this fire, but the devastation has left over 100 employees now unemployed. Eugene's search and rescue team is still warning people to beware of the rapids and the fast, cold-moving water this spring and upcoming summer. Coordinator of Water Rescues Tim Chase mentions how the stretches of the McKenzie and the Willamette River coming through Eugene and Springfield are the busiest waters in the state of Oregon for water rescues. He mentions how this fire has significant rapids and people need to be aware of how serious the water really can be. Chase has been working on an investigation since Monday on a canoeist who has gone missing. He mentioned how these tragedies are not uncommon, while he still advises people to be well aware of their safety before entering the water. Tuesday night, Caitlyn Jenner came to the University of Oregon to speak to faculty, staff, and students of the School of Journalism and Communication. Jenner shared her story of becoming a transgender, which caused a heavy amount of protesters, including members of the LGBTQ and trans communities. Protesters stood outside of the event with signs as people entered and mentioned how her politics harm all marginalized communities. Protesters were upset Jenner was invited to the university without being consulted first. We'll catch you up on weather after the break.
I'll never forget the day our landlord called and said, "Read your lease. No pets allowed." My owner tells him my dog ate the lease, but that didn't work. And now I'm stuck in a shelter. But this pit bull is ready for a new crib. I'm loving, loyal, and play well with others. So don't be intimidated by all my muscles, because the biggest one I have is my heart. That's right, I said it.
Eugene is looking cooler this week than it was this past weekend. Today has a high of 60 with a low of 40 and clouds all throughout the day, so button up. We're looking to see about a 50% chance of rain, so make sure to not wear a sundress in hopes for the sun. If you're headed up to Portland, you'll have a little more heat than Eugene, but not much. High of 64, low of 49, cloudy skies, and a chance of rain. Moving on eastward to Bend, this is looking to be the coldest of the locations with a high of 58, low of 31 with cloudy skies, but no rain. Coming up on Friday in Eugene is the Nitro Circus event. Fans have been waiting all year for this one at Autzen Stadium. This event will have the best athletes in action sports facing the biggest rants of all time. Tickets are still being purchased, and this event will have autograph signing, so don't miss out. Thanks for tuning in. Catch Oregon News live tomorrow at noon for our last episode of the year. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, Eugene.